After a few recent controversies, it seems there are some interesting jobs going at the airport. So we decided to send Dr. Julie Summerfield off to sniff out the best on offer.
The Australian Quarantine and Inspection Service is looking for recruits. And they're not going to take just anybody.
Someone who can be trained to find specific things, a little bit pokey, a little bit nosy, happy to look through people's bags, and an individual who's highly motivated for food.
There's only one possible candidate. The Beagle. One of the oldest breeds in history, Beagles have superb noses. Historically bred and developed primarily for rabbit hunting, their ability to detect a potential meal is second to none.
Being a bred scent-hound and being a small, friendly-looking dog,
Yes, you are.
they were chosen to work in the airports for that non-threatening appearance.
Yeah, and they do like their food, don't they?
They certainly do. And their primary role here is to screen large volumes of passengers coming through, large volumes of bags, in the quickest amount of time possible. And that's what they do.
This is Linda's dog Milo. He's absolutely gorgeous. Now, they're passive detector dogs, aren't they?
That's correct.
Yeah, so that means that they just sit down?
That's right. They're trained to sit down quietly when they find something, again, a non-threatening response. So they're looking for large plant material, seeds, they're looking for meat, eggs, fruit, and 3 live targets. They also look for bees, birds and reptiles.
Does your pet beagle have what it takes? If so, it might be a candidate for the Detector Dog program.
We take the dogs for about a week, maybe 2, run the dog through a number of tests, looking for high food motivation, the ability to cope with the airport environment. We also test to ensure that it can handle life in a kennel outside of working hours.
So why is Australian Quarantine recruiting from the public?
All the dogs that are in the program currently are basically being surrendered to us from homes where people have taken them on as pets and then realised that they're just not suitable at home because they're such high stimulation dogs and they become very destructive and get bored very easily.
Yes, I've seen my fair share of beagles with behaviour problems. They're very cute and people think, oh, they're adorable, but they are a bit of a challenge to train.
Yes, when their families decide that they're just not suitable as family pets, they're at a perfect age for us. They're already 1.5 to 3 years old.
People need to remember that they are actually giving up their dog on a permanent basis, so the dog will be working for Australian Quarantine Inspection Services.
If you think your pet beagle might be a suitable candidate, contact Australian Quarantine. Your pet pooch may play a pivotal part in protecting our country from exotic pests and diseases.